So as it turns out, the Murdaugh saga is far from over. Very, very far from over. Okay, so I was just watching Will Folk's Week in Review, and he has some very interesting tea. Number one, the juror who got kicked off the jury, the lady with the eggs, apparently she was out in the streets telling people, oh, I will never convict him. Never, never, never. I will hang this jury. She was running her mouth all over town. Well, of course, then people emailed into the judge, and Judge Clifton Newman called her in to talk, and she changed her whole entire story. So on background, Will Folks and them found out that she was like, I will not convict Alex Murdaugh. And then when the judge called her in, she lied to the judge. That takes an awful lot of nerve. Could you see lying to Judge Clifton Newman? I could not see lying to Judge Clifton Newman. Also, the rest of the cases, the rest of the charges that are against Alex, those are all going to court. And as they dig through the financial crimes and the murders and all these other crimes, they're not stopping with Alex. Like, they said they weren't going to stop with Alex, but I don't know how much I really believed them. But it turns out they're taking a bunch of other people to court. Russell Laffitte, who had a federal trial and got convicted, now he also has a state trial. I had not realized that. Cousin Eddie still has to go to court. Oh, please, Beyonce, let them put that on court TV. I am living my whole life to watch Cousin Eddie and his crazy narcotics enthusiast behind go up before the judge and tell his story. Today, I heard a different version. So far, I've heard 3 different versions of Cousin Eddie's story, of the story of Alex getting shot on the side of the road. He also had a couple different variations on the death of Paul and Maggie. And now I'm like, I think Alex did the Paul and Maggie crime by himself, but how does Cousin Eddie know so much about it? Like, what's that about? More to come on that. Also, as they dig down, a couple of other names that we have heard from before keep popping up in criminal probes, including other Murdaughs, namely Randy Murdaugh, who is still over at the Parker Law Group. And what's the guy's name? The guy that Alex talked to, the lawyer that Alex talked to on the phone, Chris Wilson. When he was driving to his mom's house after the murder, Chris Wilson's name has come up in some hinky business. A lot of other people about to go down. Greg Alexander. Remember Greg Alexander, the sheriff? Have you seen him? He looks crooked. Something about that boy don't look right. So Greg Alexander was assigned by Alex Murdaugh to go keep an eye on Stephen Smith and family after Stephen Smith's murder. First of all, Randy Murdaugh might be implicated in the cover-up on Stephen Smith. Okay. And then Sheriff Greg Alexander was told, just get close to the family and keep an eye and let us know what's going on with the Stephen Smith case. Well, Sheriff Alexander did a very good job and got so close to Stephen Smith's family that he got Stephen Smith's twin sister pregnant. And so she had her baby and nobody knew who the baby daddy was. But then Will Folks spilled all that news up on his website, Fitz News, and it was supposed to be a big secret. And then it came out and folks were all up in arms. I was just like, y'all got a lot going down there in the Low Country. Like, who knew? I live in a small-ish town in the suburbs, but it's not so small that I know everybody else's business. Like, I know the business that I know, but it's not that much. Plus, I'm too busy minding the business of people on the internet that I don't know, that I don't have time or capacity to deal with the business of the folks that I do know. Plus, I like them. If I know them, I like them. I'm not trying to carry a bone on them, but I will carry bones all day long on Alex Murdaugh or whoever else, because I don't know them. They're not going to come over here. They probably never been to New Jersey. Bet you they couldn't even find it on a map. That notwithstanding, I'm still keeping an eye out on Lori Vallow. I am keeping an eye out on some of the other cases that you guys have mentioned to me. There's a lot of good stuff out there. And by good, I mean interesting. It's heartbreaking if there's something terrible happens and there's a murder or whatever. But if some foolishness goes down, well, it is my God-given responsibility to report on it. And I will be here sitting in my house reporting on it. All right. I got some other stuff to do and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.